Hey guys, it's Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So it is officially October, which means that it is officially fall. Nothing to me says fall like, well, pumpkin spice everything, but also some really beautiful fall-inspired eyeshadow looks. So in today's video, I am going to be rounding up 8 different eyeshadow palettes that I think are perfect for the fall time. Some of these are newer to the market, some of these are pretty old to the market. You may not have heard of some of these, and some of these might just be a major blast from the past. But I think the quality of all of these palettes is absolutely top-notch. The color stories within these palettes are very, very fall appropriate, yet they're all different, which is always exciting to see. I'm not going to be ranking these. This isn't like, you know, working our way up to number 1 or anything. I love all of these. So we're just gonna jump right into it. The first palette, which I know a lot of you guys may already have in your collection, but pull it out for the fall time. The Urban Decay Naked Heat. This might be one of my most used Urban Decay Naked palettes because the color scheme in here screams fall. This is your leaves changing in the fall time, pumpkin spice colored. Everything is kind of burnished and bronzy and coppery. This is the palette that's gonna give you that look. You really can't mess up. You know, you can mix any 2, 3, 4 of these colors and you're gonna get a really good eye look. So if you're looking for a foolproof fall eyeshadow palette, Urban Decay Naked Heat is such a good one. And I do actually have a full review of this palette on my channel already. If you want full palette swatches and everything, I'll link it below. Not gonna lie, my favorite part about this roundup is that we've got a bunch of indie makeup palettes in here too. This is one that I love this. I don't know, is Dominique Cosmetics considered indie still? I think it is. Indie, I think, just means like independently owned. You can get this palette at Sephora though, so that's really exciting. I love when brands are able to branch out and be available in bigger retailers. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, and oh my goodness, you guys, this palette has the most beautiful berry color scheme. There's some obvious pops of berry, pinker tones, purpley tones. You've got a black. You've also got this gorgeous cobalt blue right here. One thing I have to give Dominique Cosmetics all the credit for is her color stories in all of her eyeshadow palettes are so unique. Any other brand could have said berries and cream and just came out with a range of purpley berry toned shadows thrown in a white and been like, there's your berries and cream. But no, Dominique Cosmetics pulled in the bright purple, they pulled in the cobalt, they pulled in some bronzy shades to really get a well-rounded look. The quality of Dominique Cosmetics shadows is impeccable. I love this color story. I can't say enough good things about this, and I love supporting indie brands. So this is a palette that I think takes an unexpected twist on the berry color scheme, and I love it. I talked about this next palette in my latest favorites video, and I just wanted to quickly mention it again. This is the Natasha Denona Biba palette. This is Natasha's all neutral eyeshadow palette. You are getting some stunning warm tone neutrals and cool tone neutrals. You're getting tons of mattes laced in with some beautiful, beautiful shimmers. But if you're looking for a splurge eyeshadow palette that you know you will get a lot of use out of, specifically if you gravitate towards neutral eyeshadow shades on a daily basis, you will absolutely get your money's worth out of this palette. I said in my favorites video that I've been reaching for this palette a lot off camera because I just find the looks to be so wearable, so easy, but they still give a beautiful, beautiful pop, especially when you bring in some of these shimmers. I love this palette. I feel like this just has everything to create a stunning, effortless, neutral look. I love it. Not gonna lie, I feel like this video would be weirdly incomplete if I didn't talk about my own eyeshadow palette. I know it's self-promotion, but hey, if I'm not gonna do it, who the heck is? So this is my Ronnie Cosmetics Shattered Gems eyeshadow palette. In case you guys didn't know yet, I do have my own makeup line called Ronnie Cosmetics. This is our first eyeshadow palette that we launched. It's called Shattered Gems, and honestly, this is potentially one of the most unique eyeshadow palettes I have in my entire collection. If you guys have not seen this palette yet, this is a beautiful, beautiful complementary palette. It's got a lot of gorgeous jewel toned pops of color. You've got 6 mattes in here, 3 metallics, and 3 diamond finish shadows, which are basically the super, super foily tone shadows. If this color scheme is a little scary, because like I said, it's a unique color scheme for sure, pull this in with other palettes. Grab your neutral palette that you may already have in your collection, incorporate one of these on your lid, and then round out the look with some basic neutrals. You will see that this is a very, very versatile eyeshadow palette. If you guys want more information on this palette, I will go ahead and leave my video link down below where I talked about everything you need to know on this palette, showed you guys this palette completely swatched and everything. And because I have been getting some inquiries, because Ronnie hasn't run a sale in a hot minute, I'm actually gonna run an exclusive sale for you guys. If you're watching this video, you're pretty much gonna be the only one who knows about this sale. I'm gonna run 20% off this palette for you guys. Just use the code FALL20 and you guys will get 20% off this palette on the Ronnie Cosmetics website. But if you wanna get it from another retailer, this palette is also being stocked at Riley Rose. You can get it on the Riley Rose website as well as in Riley Rose stores across the US. So get it wherever you want. Riley Rose, right on the website. I'll leave the 20% off code down below. That code only works on the Ronnie website, but it is available in Riley Rose stores if you guys want to go and swatch it first. There's my shameless promo. I mean, I had to do it. You guys know I had to do it. Okay, let's get back into the other stuff. This palette technically isn't just eye related. It is more of a full face palette. I feel like this is one of the most well-rounded face palettes for the fall. This is the OFRA Cosmetics Boho palette. OFRA Cosmetics has been releasing these kind of multi-pan palettes, these multi-use palettes, and a lot of them have some really funky, bright color stories, something that's really unique, which I absolutely don't mind. I think that's super fun and fantastic, but there is something about this color scheme, this very beautiful, muted, earthy toned color scheme that is so dang wearable. This is amazing. You've got 6 eyeshadows, which are these 6 pans here, 2 blushes, a under eye setting powder, 2 highlighters, one in a big pan, one in a small pan, a bronzer, and 2 brow powders, which you can also use as eyeshadows. Let's quickly break this down. This bronzer, incredible. Wearing it right now, works beautifully as a contour on my skin tone, love it. Rodeo Drive highlighter. Come on guys, also wearing it right now. Absolutely love this highlighter. I mean, you've heard of OFRA Rodeo Drive. If you haven't tried it yet, this is where you want to try it. You've got their other highlighter in Blissful, which is a little bit more pinky toned. You've got a banana powder, which works beautifully for setting your under eye concealer. 2 blushes. I'm actually wearing this one in Charm on my cheeks right now. One of the most beautiful wearable tones of blush. These 6 shadows are amazing, and I actually use these 2 pans down here, which are technically brow powders. I use them as eyeshadows as well because they're matte, cool toned, browny grays, and they look amazing paired with these 6 up here. And yeah, this palette is a little pricey if we're being totally honest, but I do have a coupon code with OFRA, which is Eshani. I will write it right here on the screen for you. I want to say that code gets you 20 or 25% off or something. I think you'll save about $20 on this palette if you use that code. But also, when you look at the amount of products you're getting, the fact that you're getting basically everything to create a full face, bronzer, highlighter, blush, setting powder, brow powders, eyeshadows. It's an amazing, well-rounded palette, and the color scheme to me could not be any more fall. Another indie brand that kills it with their eyeshadow formula is Colored Raine. This Colored Raine Safari Raine eyeshadow palette is stunning. If you're someone who looks at these ginormous palettes like the OFRA one or the Natasha Denona one and you're like, no girl, I just want something small. I want a smaller, more concise palette. Give me something that's just a little bit fun. This is the palette. This palette by Colored Raine is amazing. You're definitely getting some beautiful earthy pops of color. You're getting a true olive, a true forest. The quality of Colored Raine shadows it's insane. I mean, these shimmers, I've never really seen anything quite that extreme in the best way possible. Honestly, if I can get quality like this for the price, I'll snatch it. Quality like this, quality like that, quality like this next one we're about to talk about now, the Viseart Grande Pro Volume 2. I know Viseart just released their Grande Pro Volume 3. Haven't got my hands on that yet. Probably will very soon. There's something very, very unique about the Volume 2. If you guys haven't seen this palette yet, it is a large Viseart palette. It's got 30 eyeshadows in it, and this Volume 2 has all shimmer shadows. But like I said with the Shattered Gems palette, think of this as a complementary palette. Pull in one or two of these colors in with your neutrals or in with your other mattes just to get a really, really well-rounded, balanced look. I have seen some YouTubers do some incredible looks just using this palette, and if you want to rock an all shimmer shadow look, I mean, here you go. You've got a row of duochromes, you've got a row of super, super bright metallics, you've got a row of like iridescent colors, you've got a couple rows, this row and the last one, that have some kind of chunkier glitter flecks. Best to use those with some sort of mixing medium, but so unique, you guys. This palette is so unique. Again, it's pricey. Nicer eyeshadow palettes nowadays tend to be kind of pricey, but you're getting a ton of product, a ton of unique colors in incredibly, incredibly beautiful formulas. So the Viseart Grande Pro Volume 2, totally a fan. Highly recommend. And then finally, this is the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is another indie brand. I'm telling you guys, indie brands do some of the best freaking eyeshadows. This is an older palette by Juvia's Place. I think this is maybe their second eyeshadow palette they ever released. This is probably my favorite Juvia's Place eyeshadow that they've ever released. And since then, I think they've released like 30. So this palette has such a beautiful fall color scheme. You're getting this beautiful pumpkin orange mixed in with some burgundies, mixed in with this cobalt. I mean, cobalt is just, this is just such a fall color. Some true golds, some greens. I mean, you're just getting such a beautiful mix of fall tones in incredible formulas. If you've never used a Juvia's Place eyeshadow before, I mean, her foiled shadows are one swipe pigmented. The mattes are insanely blendable, very creamy, and also very pigmented. For the price of these palettes, you can't do any better. Juvia's Place palettes are made in China. That is why the price is so low given how much product you're getting and the quality of the product you're getting. But if where it's made doesn't matter to you, this Juvia's Place palette, absolutely worth the buy. Alrighty guys, so there we have it. Those are my top 8 eyeshadow palettes for the fall time. Let me know if you guys have any of these palettes and are gonna pull them out for the fall time, or if any of these are on your wish list. Let me know that in the comments down below. Don't forget to use the code FALL20 on the Ronnie website for 20% off this palette, and I have the OFRA code as well. All of that will be written in the description box below for you. Thank you guys so much for your love and support on my channel. You have no idea how much it means to me, and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. I'll see you then. Bye!